Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today is 1 Ounce Wednesday. On 1 Ounce Wednesday, I take a blind sample from a box behind me, I pour it into a glass, and I blindly smell it, taste it, and review its ass. But before we pour today's blind whiskey, we must first talk about today's video sponsor, Original Grain. Original Grain was established in 2013, and these watches are crafted for time well spent. Original Grain watches are all made out of reclaimed material, and this one is made out of reclaimed whiskey barrel. This is the Whiskey Black collection, bringing a new level of class to their most popular designs. The Whiskey Black collection has 3 varieties. This is the 46mm barrel. Look how good that watch looks. I can dress up with them, I can dress down with them. It doesn't matter because Original Grain watches are super stylish and beautiful, and I just feel super fancy wearing them. If you think it's time for a brand new timepiece, then head on over to originalgrain.com/ADHD. Use code ADHD at checkout and you'll save yourself 30%. Thank you Original Grain for sponsoring this video, and thank you to the viewers for supporting the people who support this channel. Now if you don't mind me, I reckon it's about time to get back to this video. Now that we've talked about today's video sponsor, I believe it's time to pick a whiskey out of the boxes behind me and blind review its behind. Whew. Got one. Whew. America or other country. Dispose of the glass container so I don't know what's in its ass container. Whatever. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. This whiskey, I would say, is not extra old. Is it extra young? Maybe. Possibly, but maybe not. It's hard to say. It is what some doctologists would consider to be a color of youth and a color of essence, what do you call it when you're when you're young and you have, it's not essence, it's crap, there's a word that I'm thinking of that I cannot think of. You're full of efference. I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but it means youthful and stuff, I think. Unless, of course, I just made up a word in my head that I couldn't think of, which would make super sense why I couldn't think of it. Let's go in for a nose of this blind pour. Sweet, sweet bourbon, ba, ba, ba. Smells like a Buffalo Trace product. If I had to guess, Buffalo Trace, possibly MGP. Very sweet, very delicate, very cherry, very light, fluffy vanilla, like a delicious whipped cake frosting. Light, sweet, and to the point. If you baked a cherry cake and put a light, fluffy vanilla frosting on it, that's what this smells like. It's not necessarily like blowing me away with the nose, but the nose is sweet and good, and I do enjoy it. I like the way it smells. I don't love the way it smells. I'm not like extremely interested in getting into it, but I am pretty interested in getting into it. It's like those dating apps where you're swiping left and right and up and down, or circles or whatever you do. I got married in 2013, so I totally, completely missed the dating app thing where you swiped, but I would only imagine that if this popped up and I could only smell it on a dating app, I would swipe in a direction that indicated I was interested, but not extra interested. And if it swiped the same way on me, then we might go out for a drink and I would drink this, and then guess what? 2 just became 1. All right, let's put this sweet beast down my throat and into my tummy. This whiskey is what I would consider to be nice. Delicate, it is sweet, it is performing oral hijinks in my mouth, and by that I mean a little bit of frisky stuff, but not a lot of risky stuff. It's doing some nice things in there, but it's not tiptoeing on the line of decency, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like in there doing pretty normal stuff, but pretty enjoyable stuff. I do like it. It's pretty low proof, it's not extra oily. The finish is lingering, but not lingering in a way that it's like, oh my gosh, what a lingering finish. More like, that finish lingered a little. The notes from the nose have transitioned to the palate nicely. The cherry, the vanilla, little brown sugar, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of a delight, and it is making me smile a half smile tonight, like Drew Barrymore. Do I like what is in this glass? Absolutely. Do I absolutely love it? Not necessarily. I think it's really good. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty good. Second sip, man, what in the world is this? A lot of Buffalo Trace notes, but like not a mind-blowing adventure. Buffalo Trace product under 100 proof? Maybe it is 100 proof. It could be an E.H. Taylor of some kind. It's very good. It's very good. It's not a mind blower or a blower of anything else of significance, but it is very good. I really enjoy it, but it's not something that I'm like extra over the mountain about. And if that doesn't make sense, it's because over the mountain isn't a saying. I just made that up. Third sip kind of took a funky turn. I don't necessarily love it. It's very good. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's some sort of Buffalo Trace product. 7.7? 7.7. It's very good. It's very good. Whatever is in this glass on 1 Ounce Wednesday receives a very good score of 7.7. What would make it great? Possibly a higher proof point. Could possibly make this great. Maybe extra age if it had more oak to it or was a higher proof or both. It would push it into the great category, but it doesn't seem very old and it doesn't seem like high enough proof to make me extremely happy. On 1 Ounce Wednesday, we're drinking. Where did it go? There it is. We're drinking. Is it there? Is it in focus? From Ron L, 95 proof, Weller CYPB 2022. So I was right that it was a Buffalo Trace product. It was under 100 proof. CYPB stands for Craft Your Perfect Bourbon. Is this the perfect bourbon? Survey says no. Survey says no. And the survey is correct because nobody in their right mind, unless of course this is your perfect bourbon, would consider this to be the perfect bourbon. 95 proof? No. The perfect bourbon is not 95 proof. The perfect bourbon, where I come from, is higher proof than 95. And age statement? Not a single clue. There's no age statement on CYPB. That is 1 Ounce Wednesday. Thank you, Ron L., you friggin' gangster, for sending a sample of Weller CYPB. Is it my perfect bourbon? No. If you want to be considered a little bit closer to perfect, I would recommend hitting the subscribe button, hitting the thumbs up, the like button, ringing the notification bell, leaving a comment below, letting me know what your perfect bourbon is, would all help you become more of a perfect viewer. And where I come from, being perfect is hard to do, but being perfect to me means being closer to you. I think that made sense. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on making something perfect for yourself. Possibly your marriage, possibly being the perfect daddy, the perfect husband, The perfect uncle, the perfect bowler, if you're into bowling. We went bowling in the arcade, John Travolta style. But oh, those summer nights, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh. Anyway, I don't know. All I'm saying is, if you can't be perfect, that's because you're human. And if you're an alien watching this, super cool. Super cool. I knew that you were out there, but I didn't think you'd be watching this. And if you are an alien, just like I say in the bedroom, I come in peace. That isn't the perfect ending to this video, but it's close enough. Good night.